on, tune in. Wind down Wednesday. Come on, tune in. Is everybody living a good life? If y'all got y'all wine glasses, let me see y'all wine emoji. Y'all tune in, share this post. It's Wind Down Wednesday with Shiquilla Dreher, Realtor. Let's get it. Hey. Hey, I see you with your wine glass. Where y'all wine glass at? So tonight wine, I'm drinking Dublin. Y'all make sure y'all share this post. I'm live on Instagram and Facebook right now. Life too good to be stressing, y'all. Y'all just gotta chill, relax. Sometimes you gotta drink your wine and ease your mind. I see you straight with your wine glass. I hope everybody put their kids to bed, because it's time to talk about real estate. So how was everybody day? If y'all don't know by now, y'all tune into Wind Down Wednesday with Shiquilla Dreher, the Realtor. Our first topic today is going to be about real estate. Like I told y'all, each and every Wednesday, we will be talking about something different every Wednesday. And I'll tell y'all, before I end this live, I'll tell y'all what the next subject will be next Wednesday. For next Wednesday. So, do anybody have any questions they want to ask me off top before I start talking? Any questions now? Y'all make sure y'all share this too. So, for the people that's renting, how many people are tired of renting? Anybody tired of renting? Nobody. So everybody got houses now. Well, if you're tired of renting, I'm here to help y'all. Because especially if you stay in Columbia, South Carolina, I see you, Kamika. Especially if you stay in Columbia, South Carolina, I know in order for a decent house or a decent apartment, you paying at least $1,000. I see you, Tierra. I see you, Shay. So just let's think about it, because sometimes, like, when we rent, we actually don't think about, like, how much money we paying towards rent. Okay. I see y'all. Okay, so a decent apartment or a decent rental property probably costs around like $1,000. Decent one, right? So if you do $1,000 times 12, that's $12,000 a year. If you've been renting for at least 5 years, that's $60,000. Hey, Stephanie. I will see you on Monday. So yes. So if you, in 5 years, that's $60,000. Do y'all know what y'all can do with $60,000? Like, you could have probably paid off your landlord house by then. I see you, Miss Baker. I see you, Miss Sweet Pea. I'm on live Instagram and Facebook at the same time. Let me sip some of this wine. I got to sip to that because that's $60,000 in 5 years. And the problem these days with people, they don't know that they can buy. Like, as long as you have a minimum credit score of 580, as long as you're 18 years or older, no late payments within the last 12 months, and you have low debt to income ratio, you can get pre-approved. So, on Instagram, Mrs. Baker said she really wanted to purchase a home this year. She even contacted Gill Mortgage. Then she wrecked her car and had to purchase a new one. And she think that messed her up. So, you have to inbox me because you probably think that messed you up because your debt to income ratio maybe went up a little high when you purchased a new car. I have to look at your situation to see where you stand. But if your debt to income ratio still looks good, no late payments, minimum credit score of 580, you're good to go. And they even have different programs out here to help you with your down payment assistance and closing costs. I'm trying to read at the same time, Instagram and Facebook. So let's see what we have here. Tierra. So if you had a 520 credit score, I do have a lender that can help you with your credit score. Now, if you don't have like a secure card or a credit card, I would suggest you to get that because that's like revolving credit and that will help you out with your credit. Yes, so you can get pre-approved. Now, let me tell y'all something because I get this question asked a lot of times about the rent to own. Do anybody know about rent to own? Like, do you know the full details of rent to own? Do anybody? Or do you just assume you renting the renting property till you own it? Like, is that what you're thinking? Let me know. I really want to know what y'all think about rent to own. Can somebody tell me what rent to own is? Or can you tell me why do you think rent to own is a good idea? Okay, Shanika, tell me what rent to own is. Exactly. Rent to own is not a good idea. So when you see the rent to own, they mainly target people who have like bad credit or can't show proof of income. So when you're doing rent to own, you basically have to put up a large deposit down. Whether it's 10%, 20%, you're putting up a large deposit down. And a little bit of that money go towards the house. But say for example, you decide you don't want to buy that house. You know where your deposit go to? Or your down payment? Go down the drain. It's in the seller pocket or the owner pocket. So rent to own is not a good idea. And then also with rent to own, if you miss one payment, like if you don't pay on time, guess who got that money and guess who still got that house? And then at the end of the day with rent to own, your name is not on the deed. So why would you want something? Why would you want to think you paying for something and your name is not on the deed? Like rent to own favors the seller. It never favors the buyer. So if you decide to do rent to own, you need to get an attorney involved. The best thing to do is if you can't buy right now, just continue to rent, get your credit right, and start saving money. Even if it take a year or two, do that. You have to know how to discipline yourself in order to get where you need to be. Let me pull this up. Shanika said the house will go on foreclosure and you lose all your money because the house is in the owner's name that you're paying the mortgage to. Exactly. So you think you're paying the owner of the house. What if the owner don't pay the mortgage? The owner lose the house, and guess who lose the house too? You do. And you're right. They can evict you anytime they want to. So, like I said, if you ever thought about doing rent to own, thank you, Brandon. If you ever thought about doing rent to own, please don't do it. Please don't. Just invest in yourself. Get your credit right. If you need help with your credit, I have a lender that will help you. Hey, Miss Matt. So please, y'all have any questions about the rent to own? Or any questions, period? This is Wind Down Wednesday with Shiquilla Dreher. So y'all just relax and ask me anything that y'all want to ask me. Okay, Kamika, what do you need help with? Like, if you don't mind expressing it, or you can either inbox me, but what do you think you need help with? Another thing I be seeing is a lot of people need help when it comes to student loans. Thank you. So let me tell y'all the 411 about student loans. If you need help with your credit, my lender, I got a lender for you. Inbox me. We all trying to help people achieve the American dream, so inbox me. Do you need all your medical bills paid before purchasing a home? Not necessarily. Before you start paying anything off your credit, let my lender take a look at it, and he'll tell you exactly what you need to pay off. But, you know, most lenders know people have hospital bills and medical bills. Like, sometimes we can't control it, so there's other ways around it. Somebody on Instagram. Okay. That's a good idea, Miss Mac. I see you say you're getting in real estate in Myrtle Beach. What exactly are you going to be doing? Are you going to be an agent, investor? What exactly? Okay, somebody asked me why I became a realtor. Okay, I'm going to give y'all a little 411 about me. So, my boyfriend always used to tell me I need to be a real estate agent. I'm like, no, I don't have a passion for it, no. So he always tell me, be a real estate agent. So this is when I was like 23 years old. I actually bought a property. In order to work for me, they do got to sign a contract with me, though. You already know. But anyway, we actually bought a property to fix and flip. At the age of 23 now, I'm taking a risk now. One thing about me, I could bet on myself. So we actually bought a property that we actually did a fix and flip. Bought a property for low, sold it for high, made a profit. I ain't gonna tell y'all how much, but yeah, made a profit. So then, when it was time for me to buy my house, my personal house now, my non-investment, just my personal house, I went through a realtor. She did an okay job. She didn't tell me. I just kept asking her about all the down payment assistance programs, and she kept saying, oh, it's really not no down payment assistance programs out there like that, and she really didn't tell me all the information I need to know. So I'm like, if she can do this, I can do a better job. So that what really made me become a realtor when I bought my first personal property, like, to live in. So then I started digging into more programs to help people out. And then I started finding out about programs where they give you up to $10,000. I found out other programs where you can start combining programs together. It's so many different programs. So I just wanted to help people better. Excuse me. Can you keep it down a little bit, please? Can you keep it down a little bit? I'm on my little Wind Down Wednesday.
Well, baby, I got my trucks running, and I'm on the phone with the driver right now.
You see how they want to interrupt me? You know, guys, I tell you. But anyway, let me see. So that's why I became a realtor. Now, the thing with student loans is, if you have student loans, you have two options what the lender would do. The lender would take 1% of whatever your total student loans is, and sometimes that could be extremely high. So another option is you can get on a payment plan, and they would actually use the amount that you're paying towards your payment plan and add that towards your debt to income ratio. I know y'all still listening. You see how people do. No, I don't do any credit repair. I have a lender that help do that. I really can't, I really can't recommend certain credit repairs, but certain people I know. I could tell y'all with Tiffany, she does credit repair, and my lender does credit repair. So I would put on my page the people I recommend for credit repair, or you can either inbox me. But I will also have a home buying seminar coming up in August, and Tiffany will be there to speak if you need any assistance with credit repair. I'm telling y'all, all y'all gotta do is, if you put your mind to it, you can do it. Like, okay, so if you know you need help with your credit, stop going shopping. Stop going out every weekend. Put your mind to it, and you can do it. So if you need help with your credit, start now. And even if you don't have the money to start, fixing up your credit, try to do it yourself. Go online, look at the letters that you need to send to get your credit right, and do it yourself and send those letters certified and try to dispute those things. If you know you need money for down payment and closing costs, okay, so every paycheck, put $100 to the side, put $200 on the side. Discipline yourself. If you want sacrifice, yes, you gotta make sacrifice. Seriously, it's all about your future. Like, when you dead and gone, what do you have to give to your kids? I hope not a car. Get them a house. Make sure your family's straight. Get them a house. Anybody got any other questions? Now, when it comes down to being a real estate investor, in Instagram, she had asked when it comes down to becoming an investor, should she get her real estate license? No, you don't have to get your real estate license to be an investor. That's why you have agents like me that can tell you which properties is good. Like, it's okay. For anybody that's an investor when they work with me, I always send them listings with equity if they're an investor. Because at the end of the day, investors trying to make a profit. The only way to make profit is you have to have equity. So let me explain to you what equity is, okay? So say, for example, an investor buy a property for $30,000. And the house is nearby, like the next door neighbor, their house may be worth $100,000. So then they may put like $10,000 worth in repairs. So if that investor sell that property, that's a $60,000 profit. So then you have realtors like me, myself. I will help you decide and break it down how you're going to make money. So if you need help with that and you thinking about being an investor, you have to be serious when you work with me. Like, time is precious. You have to be serious when you work with me. So I'm going to send you some good comps. And the thing about it is, when you work with me and you want to invest, you got to have your paperwork together. So have your proof of funds together. Have your pre-approval letter, whatever you need to do, because when you see a house on the market, it could be gone today. Like, that's how fast houses moving. So yeah, house flipping is, this is actually the perfect time to do house flipping right now. Perfect time to do house flipping right now. Just because the house is booming, like the house market is booming right now. It's a seller's market. So like I tell my buyer clients, you got to be serious. If you see a house today and you don't get off of work till about 7 o'clock, I don't care. Let's go at 8 o'clock and go meet at that house and go see that house. We'll bring flashlights if we need to, but it could be here today and go tomorrow. Yes, so anybody have any other questions? I had wrote down some stuff I had want to talk to y'all about. Thank you. Yes, you can inbox me more information about investing. Anybody that want information from me other than like what I give, I do make y'all sign a contract because I give y'all valuable information. So if you want to work with me, You can. But to be honest with you, it's best if you call me. Because let me tell you about my inbox. So you may inbox me and then I reply and it goes all the way back down to the bottom of the list. So it's kind of best if you actually call me. So I respond a little faster that way. Another thing that's been on my mind real heavy about is foreclosures. Now, let me pour me some more wine. Y'all got y'all wine? Oh yeah, I can't get this open. So, the thing I want to talk to y'all about is foreclosures. Now, foreclosures is a good way to find property with equity in it off the bat. Not all properties that's foreclosure have equity off the bat like that, but that's one good common way to get a lot of equities by buying foreclosures, because foreclosure properties most of the time is messed up and distressed. Now, what I wanted to talk to you about is the people that actually go through foreclosure. Like, that will really get me. Oh, somebody said they don't have wine, but they have water. Okay, drink your water, pretend like it's wine. Okay. So this is what gets me about foreclosure. Like, my goal is to be a resource to people. I want to help people out. So if you know anybody that's going through foreclosures, please hit me up. At the end of the day, I don't want foreclosures to be on your credit report. I want to help you. Like, if you lost your job and can't pay your bills, reach out to me and let me help you. I will find a way to help you. At the end of the day, I don't want foreclosure on your credit report. And the thing about people that go through foreclosure, some reason, and I could understand probably why they feel like that, they don't like to tell people they're going through foreclosure until they probably actually get foreclosed and they getting evicted out of their own property, and then now they want to tell somebody. Like, I feel sorry for people like that, but then at the same time, I don't feel sorry because you didn't reach out for help. Like, let somebody help you. It's plenty of ways. If you can't pay your house mortgage, it's plenty of ways to get out of it. Just at the end of the day, I really don't want it to hit your credit, because once foreclosure hits your credit, it's going to be hard to find any property, whether it's a rental property so you just live in. It's going to be hard. It's like, how can somebody trust you to, rent out a property, rent their property if you got foreclosure? They're like, well, you couldn't even pay for your own place. Like, reach out. If you know anybody that's going through foreclosure, or is somebody on this live or listening to this afterwards, if you're going through foreclosures, please reach out for help. Please. Now, somebody asked, is it hard to get loans on foreclosure homes? Now, if you want a loan on a foreclosure home, it's best to get a conventional loan. Now, your credit score has to be at least a 680 for that, but it's not hard. It's not hard at all, but if you need help, reach out, please. Like, seriously. Seriously. I done seen many cases of people that went through foreclosure, and at the end of the day, they could have helped them. Like, you could have had help. You could have had help. There's even programs out here to help people in those type of situations. Like, so if you ever need a resource in real estate, or ever have a question or need some advice, reach out, please. Do I know anything about subject to? Yeah, I know plenty of stuff about subject to. It all depends on what you're trying to do with the subject to. So inbox me and I can tell you, I can break down, like, if anybody think about, investing into real estate, like I told y'all on, Monday? I told y'all it's different ways to make money in real estate, whether it's wholesaling, which I broke down to y'all on Monday, whether it's fixing and flipping, buying rental properties. It's so many different ways to make money. Yes, I heard of the Palmetto Heroes. That's actually a good program, especially with the interest rate increasing. They have a good interest rate right now. That's mainly like for police officer, nurses, firemen, Palmetto Heroes. Now with conventional loan, if it's your primary house, you do not have to put 20% down if it's your primary house. Now, if you go to the lender and tell them, hey, this is going to be an investment property, then yes, you're going to have to put that 20% down. And if you're just tuning in, this is Wind Down Wednesday with Shiquilla Dreher, the Realtor. So just ask any questions if you have to. Now, Shirley, as long as you have a minimum credit score of a 580, I can get you in a house. I can get you pre-approved. Now, if you're a veteran, I can get you pre-approved as low as a 500. Like I was telling people earlier, hospital bills, of course, everybody has hospital bills, so they understand that. But, yeah, they don't want you to be out here having a late payment with SCNG or didn't pay SCNG or City of Columbia. Then, yeah, you'll have to clear those things up. Miss Baker asked me, was I familiar with the Jacob Creek area? Yes, I am familiar with Jacob Creek. I actually had a listing out there that I sold in Jacob Creek, located in Elgin. So I'm going to ask y'all a question, make sure y'all is paying attention. What is the minimum credit score that you need in order to get pre-approved for a house? Anybody? Y'all been paying attention? Okay, Shirley, you said 580. Yes, that is right. Minimum credit score is a 580. Okay, Diamond, 580. Okay, India. Okay, Regina. Okay. Marquita. Now, Bridget, what about Greenville and all that? What about that? Okay, April. April gonna have a testimony very soon. Whew. Won't he do it? Okay, Daryl. $500 if you get a VA loan. Anybody been thinking about selling, their property? As of right now, I do only sell in South Carolina. I do have some other states in mind that I'm going to be working in. But if you need help in any state, 50 states of, United States, I can, connect you with another realtor to get you where you need to be. Now, Bridge, I can't really tell you that about Greenville because I haven't been looking in Greenville. I'm only familiar with my surrounding areas, but I can look into it for you. I could definitely let you know. I can definitely let you know. Do you do work with wholesalers? You know what? I actually do. I actually do work with wholesalers. Like, little testimony about me. So since y'all asked, let me pour me a little more wine. Yes, I do work with wholesalers. Like, wholesalers not actually bad. Like, I did buy a property one time before and just wanted a quick little flip. So I contacted the wholesaler, say, look here, I just want you to sell this property. This is the least I would take. And bam, he bought me an investor. So, at the end of the day, I just wanted a quick flip. Didn't do any work to the property. Made about $5,000 in cash off of it. Just a quick little flip. But I do work with wholesalers. Actually, one time I was thinking about being a wholesaler. Because, with real estate, I do everything with real estate. I do fix and flip, rental properties. I'm your girl. Like, anything about real estate, I know off the back of my hand. Like, so you can't just... I'm not one of them agents where I'm trying to sell you a property and I don't have a property myself. So if I'm telling you something, I'm speaking from experience. So like I said, wholesalers do a good job. So ain't nothing wrong with working with a wholesaler. Like I said, I did thought about being a wholesaler. It's just that if you ever think about being a wholesaler, you got to be dedicated. You got to have time for it. Like, you can't just be out here just... No, you got to be dedicated. You got to get your investor list up. Like, and that's... If you ever think about being a wholesaler, you got to get your investor list up. Because if you have a list of investors, just think about it. No, it's not hard to sell homes in South Carolina. Somebody just asked me, was it hard to sell homes in South Carolina? It's not hard to sell homes in South Carolina. I'm going to get back on it. Let me finish this with the wholesaler, though. So, if you're trying to be a wholesaler, you got to be dedicated. I got some books that y'all, if you thinking about being a wholesaler, reach out to me. I got some books that you can read. I actually have somebody you can follow. Like, it's really not hard. Like, seriously. So, I'll give you a quick rundown of wholesale like I did on Monday. Like, the signs you see that says, we buy houses, or we'll buy your house fast, with cash, close, quick, no commission. So those actually be wholesalers. So what they'll do is they'll put your house under contract, don't put no money down. Bam, they pull out their investor list and say, hey, use $20,000 as an example. Hey, I got this property, under contract for the $20,000. I assign it over to you for $30,000. So then he said, okay, cool, because the house is nearby worth $100,000. Then bam, you get to the closing table with the seller and the buyer. She said, hey, you ain't the person I sold my house to. But at the end of the day, that person that sold it for $20,000, she really not mad because she was in an upside down situation and she wanted to get out of it. And that's really all she had to ask for was $20,000. But she may be a little upset because you just made a $10,000 profit. So yeah. That's how wholesalers work. But like I said, you got to be dedicated. You got to work on getting your investor list. You got to build rapport with people. It's not something that you could just think, oh, I'm about to post a We Buy House sign and, oh, bam, I'm going to get a house under contract. You also got to know the market. So, yeah. Now, I'm going to go back to Sheree question. She said, is it hard to sell homes in South Carolina? To me, no, it's not hard to sell homes in South Carolina, because it's not hard for me because I know the market, I know the data, I know the areas. See, you have to be passionate for it. You can't just be jumping out of here and think, oh, I'm gonna become a realtor and I'm gonna get all this. No, I work hard. Like, anybody tell you I will work 24/7. My clients, they will tell you that if they send me an email, I'll probably respond in less than an hour. Like, I really be on it. I respond real fast. Like, I work real late.
Really?
You want to say something to the camera?
How you gonna do that?
You want to say hey to them?
Who's this?
This is Facebook Live, London. Facebook Live.
So,
I'm going to show y'all since she acting all shy. This is London McCoy. She got to say really.
really.
Okay, y'all. I need my space, okay?
Oh, God.
Jordan, inbox me. I'll give you a wholesaler. I got a couple wholesalers. I don't want to put them on blast right now because it's all about Shiquilla Dreher, the realtor. But anyway, inbox me. I got you. And I know you do real estate too, so hit me up. How did I learn about the market? One second, y'all. She said, wait a minute, y'all. What, London?
The iPad there, and look at me on little.
Okay, I'll charge up with you.
I'm laughing because I'm looking at that picture of 3. Yeah, get off.
London, I need y'all to be quiet while I'm on Facebook, okay? Anyway, how did I learn the market? Well, basically, like, the way I learned the market is I look at the stats. I look at, how many houses sold, how many houses pending, how many houses closed. Is the price dropping? Is the price increasing? You just got to look into that stuff. So if you're not an agent with all that, information, and you need to either become one or connect with me, and I'll help you out the way. Okay, so Instagram said if you're trying to open a retail store in South Carolina, what would be some good places to look into? You can inbox me. I can send you some places, but London, I'm gonna need y'all to go upstairs. I'm sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, the northeast side is good. You know, it's a lot of places building up over there. The Harbison side is good. So you always want to look into a place where it's, you know, it's building up. They said you was cute, London. London, why are you bothering me on my Facebook Live? Y'all, Jada want to say hey. You want to say hey? You want me to put... Y'all, excuse me 1 second. And see, as soon as I said that, they didn't want to leave now. You see how kids do? I'm sorry about that, y'all. Because they clearly know it's Wine Down Wednesday, but they must be want to spend some time with me. So what other questions do y'all have? Back to what I was saying about the selling. So if you know anybody looking to sell their house, please let me know. Like, you want a knowledgeable agent. You just don't want somebody to come out there and say, hey, I can sell your house and put a sign in your yard, and they don't do nothing. Like, you want somebody that's going to be advertising, working hard, you know, somebody that actually said they're going to do what they said they're going to do. Y'all, hold on for 1 second. I'm sorry about that. Y'all know how little ones is. They should be in bed by now. Let me see. So someone said on Instagram, is Zillow a good source to look for houses? To be honest with you, you need to connect with a realtor. Because you may be on Zillow and they may be showing you a house that already sold like years ago. So instead of wasting your time, you need to be with somebody that's knowledgeable like me to tell you if it's available or not. How long does it take to get pre-approved? Well, actually, you know, if you have all your information, like I said, minimum credit score of 580, 2 years of consecutive income, no late payments within the last 12 months, and also low debt to income ratio. And if you also have all the information that the lender would need, like your last 2 tax returns and all that information, it don't take that long. Like, they can actually give you a pre-approval within a day. So yeah, it don't take that long. Shakita, did you have a question? Because I see you put a question mark. Y'all still drinking your wine, or did y'all finish? So somebody asked, when you say about 580, you're talking about the FICO, right? Yeah, so what they're going to actually do is they're going to look at all 3 of your credit scores, and they're going to look at the one based upon the one that falls in the middle. So what's my advice for a recent college graduate looking to buy a property? You know, to be honest with you, if you don't have like a family, I would actually look into buying like a triplex or a quadplex. And the reason why I said that is because if I would have thought about this, I would have did this. But I didn't think about it afterwards. But think about it. If you buy a quadplex is still taxed as one property when it comes down to the property taxes. So basically you could live in one unit and rent out the other 3. So basically you're living for free. So, and you be making money. So if I was you, I would look into, you know, getting a triplex or a quadplex. Yes. Let me see what we have over here. Somebody asked, when I say no late payments in the last year, do I mean on anything? Yes, on anything. So when they pull your credit report, if they see a late payment, like, so say for example, they see that you made a late payment last year in November, then you won't be able to buy a house until December of this year. So they go based the whole 12 months. No, I don't have any kids, unfortunately, but you could basically say they're mine, Shakita. Let me see what else they asked. Titan, I actually help with selling and buying. So if you're looking to buy a house, I make sure you get the, a good deal. Make sure, I love to ask to help majority of the closing costs, so that way you're not paying, I make sure you get a good deal. I negotiate on your behalf. Let me see, y'all throwing so many questions at so many times. Let me see. And on Instagram, somebody said townhome cheap to buy 2 of them for $24K. Okay. Yes, Doo-Wop. I'm serious about the late payments. Okay, so speaking of late payments, let me break it down to you. You want to buy a house. These people about to give you a lot of money. Like, a lot. So say, for example, they give you $100,000 towards a house. You think you want to give somebody $100,000 towards a house if they, got late payments? Like, why should I give you $100,000 and you got a late payment? What makes me think I could trust you? Okay. Yes. Y'all have any more questions? Any more? Let me also break down to you. During the home buying process, these underwriters will ask you to provide a lot of documents to back up what you're talking about. So if they want your tax returns, give it to them. If they want to see that you got a divorce, need some divorce papers, give it to them. Because at the end of the day, these people giving you their money. They don't have to give you their money. But before they give you their money, they're going to verify that you're backing up and that you're not lying about anything. So long as you provide what they give you, you will get pre-approved and you get the keys to your house. Hey, LaQuisha. How you doing? Bree. Somebody asked me which builder do I think is best, Mungo or Great Southern Home. I like both, but I prefer Great Southern Home. So just something about their homes, and then they like to save on energy. So y'all have any other questions? Is there a minimum income you should make to consider buying a home? I'm not going to say a minimum, but what they would do is they'll look, whatever you make to kind of get an idea what you'll get pre-approved is times 3 by that. They say, one second, y'all. London. Aaron. Can you tell them to be quiet, please? I'm sorry about that, y'all. Jesus. Like I was saying, if you have the materials and stuff, if you already have a land, you can save a lot of money by building on it. Do I know some first-time home buying programs? Yes, I do know some first-time home buying programs that will help you towards your down payment assistance and closing costs. So, yeah, hit me up. Say, for example, with Richland County, they're currently sold out right now. But with Richland County, they'll give you up to $10,000 if it's a brand new house. If it's a resale house, they'll give you up to $8,000. So, yeah. Y'all pray for me because, yeah. Anyway, let me see. Somebody asked me, am I familiar with the NACA program and would I recommend someone that's self-employed? With you being self-employed, as long as you have filed taxes for the last 2 years, you're good. Now, with the NACA program, they can be, very good. You just have to stay on top of them. I would actually recommend the NACA program if you're not in a rush to buy a house. And see, the thing about NACA program is you can actually buy down your interest rate. So I done seen in scenarios where I seen somebody interest rate be 1%. Like 1% for an interest rate. Yes, the process can be long, but like I said, you got to stay on top of them. Okay, do I be see how these kids acting? They about to get in trouble tonight. I don't play that. Gotta sip some wine there. Any more questions? Any more questions, y'all? This is Wine Down Wednesday with Shiquilla Dreher, the Realtor. Yeah, you should. Like I said, NACA program is pretty good. Like, if you got the patience, I would say go for it. You're not going to find an interest rate as good as NACA. So, like I said, go for it. It's worth the wait, I could tell you that. With NACA program, I seen where it took a year. Yeah, I see where it took a year. What credit score is too low? In order to get pre-approved, you need a minimum credit score of a 580. Now, to be honest with you, I hear a lot of people, this is what a lot of people say, like, let me work on my credit. I just want to get it up a little bit more. But to be honest with you, how the economy is, interest rate is increasing. So this is what I tell all my clients. If you have a 580 credit score and you can get pre-approved, get pre-approved. Because you can always refinance to get a lower interest rate. So just do that. Like, to be honest with you, to me, anything's better than renting. You want to see where your money going to. Like, after you finish renting, you leaving that place. That place is not going with you. So the minimum is 580. Somebody on Instagram saying NACA is very tedious. Yes, they is. But like I said, I done did deals with them where interest rate was like 1%. Jesus. It was worth it. It was worth the wait. So I'm telling you, you have to weigh your options out. Y'all still drinking y'all wine? Any more questions for Wine Down Wednesday with Shiquilla Dreher? Any more questions? Do I think Lexington Law Firm is pretty good? Now, with Lexington Law Firm, I can't really vouch for them because I don't have any bad credit, knock on wood. I mean, I heard good reviews. I heard bad reviews. Somebody just said Lexington Law sucks. I can't vouch for them. One thing I hear from a couple of people, they take a long time to fix your credit. So you're actually paying somebody to do something that you could have did yourself. Y'all got to start putting your minds to it. Like, you could do the same thing Lexington Law doing. The only difference between you and Lexington Law is you actually paying them for doing the stuff you could have did yourself. So Lauren asked question, I bought a few homes and paid cash, no mortgage. Will I still qualify for a first-time home buying program? That is a good question. Now let me tell you. The way the home buying programs work is they will consider you as a first-time home buyer if you did not have a house in your name within the last 3 years. Now, every program is different, but that's how they normally do. You have some programs, as long as you get to the closing table and no homes is in your name, then you'll be considered as a first-time home buyer. So everybody's different. Yeah, Tierra, inbox me. I would love to help you. Like, I had clients that been wanting to purchase a house for years, you know what I'm saying? But like I told them, I break it down to you, got to be disciplined. You got to set goals for yourself and stick to it, and we'll get to the closing table. Let's see. Somebody on Instagram said, yes, that'll be worth it. Unfortunately, my friend is going back through them back in 2012, and they lost their license. Who lost their license? You talking about Lexington Law? Who? Bree, you need to hit me up. I can help you now. I love helping people, you know, achieve the American dream. I love to see people get into houses, especially young people. Seriously. Hey, Ivory. Oh, NACA lost their license. But she said they're good now. Yeah, they're good. Like, I didn't did a deal with NACA. You have to stay on top of them, but they're pretty good. I'm drinking on Dublin tonight, y'all. So, I'm going to have a different new wine next week. So, yeah. Oh, I remember I taught Bree. So, I'm going to get you there. Like, if anybody want to see where they stand at towards buying a house, you can always schedule a phone consultation with me. It's free. Just one thing about my phone consultation, if I put you down on my schedule, if you schedule for 12 p.m., I expect for you to answer your phone at 12 p.m. My time is very, very valuable. I could be doing 1,000 things, but I took the time out to dedicate you, to help you. I need you to answer that phone. I need you to be serious. Let me break it down to you. Like, it's expectations, especially when you're working with a realtor. Like, when it comes to buyers, I expect for you to turn all documents in on time to lenders when they request it. Like, if you're not serious, please don't work with me. Everything I do is serious. Like, if somebody asks what's my number is 803-603-2236. Once you become a client of mine, you can call me anytime. I'll put you on my favorite list. So if it's after 10 o'clock, the phone will still ring. If you have a question, I will answer it. Is any of my clients on here? They'll vouch for that. Like, seriously, I'm quick when it comes to phone calls or when it comes to emails. I'm quick. Like, if you want to work me, please. Because if I see that you're not serious and you wasting my time, see, that's what I love about real estate. Like, I choose who I get to work with. Like, if I don't want to work with you, and then I just don't want to work with you. But I'm the person, I like to help everybody. But if you're not serious yourself and you don't want it for yourself, then I'm not the agent for you. I'm not about to sit here and waste my time, because when you're an agent, I have to pay for gas, I have to pay for training, I have to pay for all these things. I don't have gas and stuff to be wasting. No. If you're working with me, I need you to be serious. Because at the end of the day, I'm trying to help you. It's not even all about the money. I'm trying to help you. And people will tell you that. It's all not about the money. I just want to help you. So, yeah. Please don't waste my time. Let me see what they say. I'm missing some messages. So somebody said, you said your credit isn't bad. So any advice for people who are trying to build their credit? So the people that's trying to build their credit, the first step is to pull your credit to see what's exactly on your credit. So if you see anything that's incorrect, you need to dispute it. You need to dispute it right away. So if you don't know how to dispute it, there's many, like there's a Facebook group, what is called Credit Warrior. You need to sign up. You need to join that group. They'll tell you how to write those letters and mail it certified to dispute those things. You can even try to dispute it online, but to me, I would prefer you to dispute it the certified mail. But there's different ways. Like, that's the first step, is pull your credit to make sure, you know, everything's in line. And then once you pull your credit, if you don't have like a credit card or secure card, I would suggest you to get that. Especially if your credit score is low, you want to start off with a secure card. And basically with a secure card, that's where you put money on the card. So say, for example, $200, and they'll treat it like a credit card. So once you get that secure card with $200 on it, Don't spend no more than $10. Wait till you get your statement in the mail. Once you get your statement in the mail, you want to pay the full balance off, the full balance of $10, and keep doing those same steps over and over. And you'll see your credit score start going up and up. Also, if you know anyone that has a credit card and they have a large amount and they pay on time, they can add you as an authorized user, and that will help your credit score as well. Thank you, Ivory. Bree says she want to stay in the Airmo area. I actually have a house in the Airmo area, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, located in Fires Gate, listed currently right now for $120. So if anybody looking to buy, give your girl a call. What are some good credit apps to use? What I would suggest for good credit apps is I would suggest Credit Karma. Now, before y'all start writing now, with Credit Karma, that score is not correct. Keyword, not correct. But it will tell you what's reporting on your credit. That's all you need to know for right now. That's all we worrying about is about what's on your credit. So Credit Karma is a good app. Because if y'all do not know by now, somebody hacked into, got my information, and start opening accounts in my name, even drafted money out my accounts. And guess how I knew? Because Credit Karma gave me an alert. So thank God for Credit Karma. Credit Karma's not bad on my end. Paige says she need help. Paige, inbox me. I got you. Or either call me, 803-603-2236. April said, yes, she's the best. Thank you, April. Thank you. We got testimonies coming soon. God is so good. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? God is so good. You got to have God in your life. If you want to go anywhere in life, you got to have God in your life and walk by faith. That's one thing. Like I said, when I was telling y'all about my, starting off being a realtor and how I was fixing and flipping houses, I walk by faith. I bet it on myself. Y'all can do the same. You got to keep God first, though. He will lead the way. Bree, I was telling you, I don't help with credit. I do have a lender, and Tiffany, who will be at my home buying seminar in August, she does help with credit. Darian, you could call me tomorrow. I'm pretty flexible. So just give me a call tomorrow. I'm pretty flexible. You can give me a call. Yes, Marquita, Credit Warrior is a great group. You see how they think they slick trying to take off them letters, but it's more ways around it, but yeah. Sheree said Credit Karma is the bomb. Now, Mish, on Instagram, she said, what credit score did they look at? If you're trying to get pre-approved, they look at whatever score falls in the middle. Shakita said, question, my cousin wants to buy a home. When she pulled Credit Karma, both scores says NA. Does that mean she doesn't have credit? The first thing I would ask your cousin is, does she have revolving credit? Like, does she have any card payments? Does she have a credit card, secure card? That's something you want to ask, does she have? She may not have any credit. If she don't, she need to work on that. Marquita said, don't use more than 30% on credit cards. That is so true. That is so true. But if you don't have any credit cards, you start with a secure card, don't spend more than $10. Ivory, I'm trying to get you in a house too. It's coming soon now. I'm glad you start off with that secure card. Yeah, you got to have it for a long period of time. Oh, where my comments went? Oh, there it go. Darian, inbox me because I have to check my calendar. I ain't gonna be able to check it right now. Let me go back to what you was asking. 1 second. So Shakita, is your cousin, what exactly is your cousin trying to do? Ivory, you guys stay focused. Like I I told you always. You always been a motivated person, and you always been a go-getter. You got to stay focused. And you know I would tell you that. Y'all have any other questions? She wants to sell and buy. What exactly is she trying to sell? Her land? So she want to sell her land in her mobile home? Speaking of mobile home, I personally wouldn't recommend nobody to get a mobile home. One reason why, they depreciate. You don't want something that depreciates. You don't want something that the value goes down. So if you can, stay away from mobile homes. The only way that I would think a mobile home is good, only way, is if you buy the mobile home for cheap and you rent it out and you making money back probably less than 3 years. Only way. Other than that, I wouldn't mess with it. Buying land has the same requirements, basically, almost. It's a little bit different requirements, but you need the same. You got to have a minimum credit score of 620 with buying land. So, I mean, it all depends on your credit score. It's like difference with credit score and all that. Now, if she wants to sell her land and mobile home, give me a call. I can help her out. But like I said, I wouldn't suggest nobody to get a mobile home if they, Now, you have some mobile homes that look real nice, but just try to make sure you don't want to get none that appreciate. Because when it's time to sell something, you want to make profit. Keyword, profit. Okay, so that's why she want to sell home. Well, tell her to give me a call. I could see where she stands at and look over her information and look over where the property is actually located at and tell her what kind of profit she'll make. Like I said, if you're looking to buy in any state, let me know. I can connect you with a realtor. It don't have to be just South Carolina. I can connect you with a realtor. And I'm working on more states, so I will announce that when the time comes. Somebody asked how much money you need to have in your bank and how long you have to maintain it in there to buy a house. Okay, so when you're buying a house, the lender's going to ask you for the last 2 months' bank statements. They like to see that. And also, speaking of bank statements, they don't like to see any cash deposits. So if you're thinking about buying a house and you like to put a lot of cash in your account, stop. Because they're going to ask you for the last 2 months' statement. So if they start seeing that you got them cash deposits in there, they're going to make you write a letter and explain why you got them cash deposits. So you better hope you have something to back it up with. Let me see. You should have at least 3 months of reserves. So say, for example, if your mortgage payment is going to be at least $1,000, you want to have at least $3,000 in there. And don't forget, you want to also have your down payment and your closing costs in there. No problem, Ivory. You always know. All my friends will tell them, I motivate them. And you ain't got to be my friend. You could be my client. I motivate them. My clients would tell you. I had one client say she wanted to buy a Mercedes truck. I told her straight up, don't buy that Mercedes truck until you start a business or I see some money income is coming somewhere, like some flipping stuff. Like, no, I don't play that. Anybody around me, I want to see them prosper and grow. Yeah, give her my number. I'm telling you, anybody around me, they some bosses. I make everybody level up. I'm saying I want to see everybody grow. So that's why I decided to do this Wind Down Wednesday to give y'all this knowledge that people don't tell us in school. That's why you got me, Shiquilla Dreher, the Realtor, here to help y'all. Y'all take this information and start doing your research. If you want to buy a house, contact me. If you want to sell a house, contact me. If you want to invest into real estate, contact me. Now, Aisha, with self-employment, when it comes to buying a house, they're going to look at your last 2 years of self-employment taxes. So be able to provide that. As long as you can provide it, hey, we can get you in a house. Now, they understand with self-employment that you do cash deposit. That's understandable now with self-employment. But I'm talking about people that's working a 9 to 5 and all that. Ivy, you always be my friend. You always just, supported me. Even when I did tax business, you always supported me, and I appreciate you for that. Like, I'm the Jamaican of my family. I got so many side hustles. I'm a go-getter. I refuse to, work for somebody anymore. I'm a go-getter. And I just want to encourage people to do the same thing. I was always, God put you in a predicament where you have no choice but to move. And you have to listen to him. I remember I was working at Time Warner Cable, working 10-hour shifts, and I was still doing real estate. I was doing it part-time. And I remember people saying, oh, you can't do real estate part-time. But little did they know, I was booming doing real estate part-time and working my 10-hour shifts. I appreciate any client that was going to see properties with me after I got off of work, like with flashlights. Like, I appreciate those clients. And to this day, I tell them, thank you. Like, I'm a go-getter. I want to help people. So y'all make sure y'all tune in on every Wednesday, because it's always going to be some different stuff. Even if you think about, starting your own business, that will be a subject on one Wednesday. I'm not going to tell y'all when, but y'all gotta make sure y'all tune in on every Wednesday. I'm telling you. All I say is, like I said, God will push you. When I was working at Time Warner Cable, they shut my department down. I had the option to either apply for another department or either take my package. Guess what I decided to do? I said, I'm going to take my package. I said, I feel like this God's calling. He been trying to tell me do real estate full time. This ain't nothing but God. God, as long as you got that faith, God will lead the way. I'm telling you. Won't he do it? That's how I do self-employment, go about it. Now, like I was saying, Shiquilla, with self-employment, they can still deposit their money like regular because they understand that self-employment. I was speaking on, people with regular jobs. Somebody said, this is definitely motivating because I want to buy a house so bad. Renting in New York is too much. I bet some renting in New York is too much. You need to be buying a house. Seriously. Bridget said, so what score you need? Like I was saying, in order to get pre-approved, you need a minimum credit score of a 580 for an FHA loan. And if you're trying to use a VA loan, you only need a minimum credit score of a 500. Yes, I said VA for 500. I have lenders that can go as low as 500. Yes. So if you know anybody, want to use a VA loan, please let me know. Thank you, Trevor. You see this Bob on fleek? A party turn-up person. Yes. If you're just tuning in, this is Wind Down Wednesday with Shiquilla Dreher, the Realtor. Y'all make sure y'all share this live. Yes. Yes. Won't he do it, Ivory? Won't he do it? Y'all have any other questions? Any other questions? So like I said, put your mind to it and then you can do it. If you want to buy a house, yes. If you want to invest, yes. But let me be a resource to you. Let me help you out. Let me help you out. Because one thing about me, whether you buying or selling, I would negotiate on your behalf. I'll make sure you get the best deal. If you're a seller, I'll make sure you net the best price in a reasonable time. I can back up what I say. Somebody named Darian is on Instagram. I'm curious to know, is this my nephew? Ooh, wait till I get off this live. I'm going to look him up. Is this my nephew? Ooh. Hello, Dariana. Yes, so Darian and Dariana, I'm just educating people about buying real estate. Yes. So y'all, just think about it. We're learning information that we should have been taught in high school that they don't teach us in high school. So imagine if you tell your kids starting off at a young age, so by the time they get 18 years or older, they're ready to buy a house, or even before then, they start saving up money. So say, for example, your kids start saving up money now. Every time they get birthday, you know, kids get a lot of money for their birthdays. Start putting it into account. You know, put it into account. So by the time they get older, by the time they turn 18, they ready to buy investment property or property to live in. Like, start thinking smart for your kids. Seriously. I done seen houses sold as low as $7,000. Start putting in the work for your kids. You want to make sure your kids straight. I ain't even got no kids, so by the time I do have kids, they're going to be straight. I have a question about investing. I see a lot of homes on Zillow under $100,000, and I would be interested in buying and flipping. What would you recommend? So Sheree, I hope I'm saying your name right. So Sheree, if you're thinking about buying and flipping, the first step is contact me. I'll make sure your number's good, and I will tell you about how much profit you make. So that way you can tell if it's a deal or not. So that's the first thing, is contact me. Shanika, if you're still on this live, Darian said, can you please tell you and your husband to buy a new house? There you go. And you know who they gonna buy a house from? Shiquilla Dreher, the Realtor. Thank you, Haley Group. Thank you. And you've been such an inspiration. I thank you for everything and all the helpful information that you gave me. Thank you so much. Like you said, generational wealth. Okay. Thank you, Aisha. How you doing, Wayne? So yeah, I'm just trying to educate people. Darian, I'm gonna talk to them, okay? I'm gonna talk to them. No worry, I'm gonna talk to them, okay? Yeah, so I'm just trying to, explain to people, because we're in a generation that we did not know. Like, we don't know this stuff. Like, we're just not finding out. Like, why are we just not finding out about this stuff? Like, I want to be in a predicament where I can be able to open up a school and teach people this stuff. Like, God is working on me, y'all. I'm gonna teach y'all, though. I want to flip properties. Where should I start? Is it smart to rent the space out and sell? It all depends on what your idea is, Mrs. Brooks. It all depends on what your idea is, but I can help you out. Just give me a call and tell me what your plans is, and I can help you, manifest those plans. Shanika, you know that's him. Shanika, Darian said he gonna have to get on Facebook. Have you ever thought about opening up your own real estate business? You know what? I actually did. And you know what? Somebody very, very, very close to me be, pushing me to open up my real estate business. But one thing about me is I'm not going to do it till God tell me I'm ready to do it. So I do want to open up my own real estate business, but I'm going to do it on God's timing. When he tells me I need to do it. Like, right now, I'm fine where I'm at, but I'm going to do it on God's timing. It's all about God's timing. Y'all still got y'all wine, or y'all, are y'all still sipping? You know it's Wine Down Wednesday with Shiquilla Dreher. Are y'all still sipping? Let me see y'all wine emojis if y'all still sipping. Are those your real eyes, or are they contacts? These are actually my real eyes. I was blessed with these eyes. They run from generation to generations. On my daddy's side of the family, I was blessed with these eyes. Yep. I can't see for nothing. I have to wear clear contacts, but these are my real eye colors. Darian said he don't drink wine. Can you sip on some juice, please? And act like you drinking wine. You know how you do. You know how you do. Any other question? I see that wine emoji. Okay, now. Any other questions, y'all? Like I said, if you need help with your credit, contact me. If you need help buying, contact me. If you need help selling, contact me. If you need help investing, contact me. If you're going through a foreclosure situation that you don't want nobody to know about, contact me. I'm your resource. I'm your real estate resource. I'm here to help you. Here to help you. I'm telling you. At the end of the day, like I told y'all earlier, if you know somebody that's going through foreclosure, let me help you. I don't want that on your credit. What more do you have to lose? Like, okay, do you want to go through foreclosure and lose everything and have that on your credit? Or do you want somebody like me to help you out, you know, and it don't be on your credit? Let me help you. I just want to help people. That's my motive. Let me help you. I don't even look at the dollars. Let me help you. No, I didn't have my teeth white. Now I actually, sometimes I brush my teeth with baking soda. And sometimes I rinse with peroxide. Now that makes your teeth white, but thank you. Thank you. No problem, no problem. I'm just here to help y'all. Like I said, if I knew the information I knew now, Jesus, I'll be rich. And you know what? It's kind of hard to talk to young people. You know, if your kid's young, especially 10 and under, start talking to them now about real estate. Start talking to them now about credit. Start talking to them about saving money. This is stuff y'all need to talk to y'all kids about. Don't tell them, oh, let me put this in your name. No. Start talking to them now. Please. This is to help your kids out. What are your kids going to do when you're dead and gone? What do you have to leave to your kids when you're dead and gone? I'm a first-time home buyer. Can you help me with some information? Yes, I can. Inbox me. I can help you. Or you can either call me tomorrow at 803-603-2236. Or you can email me, ShiquillaDreher@yahoo.com. Or you can check out my website, ShiquillaDreher.com. But at the end of the day, just contact me. It's best to either call or either email me. Because like I said, once y'all DM me, it kind of goes all the way back down to the bottom list. And it's kind of hard to keep up with everybody in my DM. It's get real reckless. I don't be trying to ignore y'all, nothing like that. It's just that I have so many DMs. I be trying my best. I'm a one-person army, like, seriously. I just want to help you. I do this all by myself. But let me tell y'all, let me break y'all down a little bit about real estate. Like, my job is not easy. Like, it's all about communicating. I communicate with the inspectors. I communicate with the listing agent or the buyer's agent. I communicate with getting an HVAC inspection, home inspection, CL 100 inspection, making sure the lender has all the information that he needs, making sure the closing attorney has all the information he needs, and on top of that, doing a lot of stuff to keep my business going. Like, yeah, real estate is not easy, but I dedicate my time to help y'all. Yeah, so I dedicate my time to help y'all. Thanks so much. We appreciate you so much for being blessed to know. No problem. No problem. Like I said, I just want to help y'all. Start talking to y'all kids about this early, because it seems like, you know, I try to talk to some people, you know, that's younger than me, that if I was their age, I wish I would knew about. And, you know, sometimes kids, they want to grow up and party, because once they turn 18, they want to party and stuff like that and live their life. But I'm telling y'all, we always say, like, if I knew what I knew now, I went and did this. Like, we always say that. So I'm pretty sure y'all probably said that once a time in your life. Like, yes. Let's see. I'll be in touch with you about credit. My woman, too. I'll shoot you an email. I appreciate your hard work, and I want to buy a home at the end of the year. I got you. No problem. I just want to help y'all. Really, Darian? My nephew is so silly, y'all. You just gotta love him. What? What is a good interest rate to have? Whew. Let me tell y'all, interest rates are really increasing. So you have to lock in your interest rate. Like, to be honest with you, if you're still in the 4s right now, you're good. I don't see some interest rates in the 5s. Like, yeah. But if you're still in the 4s, that's good. 5s are still good. I mean, you gotta think about it. Back in the day, they used to be in the 10% interest rate and up. Like, I could believe that. But yeah, they showed me that. Yeah. When is it good to refinance? It's good to refinance if you have a high interest rate. Like I was telling you earlier, like if you bought a house with a 580 credit score, then wait down the line like a year or two to refinance to get a better interest rate. That would be a good idea to, refinance. But you have some people that will refinance to take the equity out their house. Like, don't do that. No. The only way I would suggest you to take the equity out your house if you're going to be investing into it and you can hurry and pay it back. But if you can't do that, that's how I see that majority of people, they get their house foreclosed because they can't afford it. So do what's best for you. Do what's best for you. Like refinance to get a better interest rate, that's good. But don't refinance to pull out the equity and you want to go shopping or fix your house up. Don't do that. No. You got to flip that money. If you don't know how to flip that money, don't do it. I'm located in South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina. I do the surrounding areas. I do Richland County, Lexington County, Kershaw, Fairfield, work in Irmo, Chapin. I do the surrounding areas. But like I said, if you want to buy in any state, let me know. I can connect you to a realtor that can help you. What other questions y'all have? Y'all still got y'all wine? This is Wine Down Wednesday with Shiquilla Dreher, the realtor. Do y'all still have y'all wine? Are y'all still sipping? Are y'all done with y'all cup? Let me see this. Somebody, Wanda said, I'm not the type to jump on anybody live, but I clicked on and it's worth every bit of it. Not too many people want to help others. God bless you and may continue to prosper. Thank you so much. Thank you. Do you do Charlotte, North Carolina? I don't do Charlotte, North Carolina. Not yet. I'm going to be, but not yet. But inbox me and let me know if you're looking to buy or sell and I can help you out. What's the cheapest house I could start with cash to invest? Okay, so the cheapest house you could start with cash to invest. Now, with that, it all depends on the market. Now, the reason I said that is because you could find a cheap house, but the numbers got to make sense. If the numbers don't make sense, it's not a good deal. So, like I said, it all depends on the market. So if you find a house, like, I know like 2 years ago, I seen houses for like $5,000, $7,000. Yeah, those make sense now, but you can't find them deals like that. So you have to start getting creative, like reaching out to people that's in pre-foreclosure and see if they want to sell their property to you. That's where you start finding real good deals. Katina, inbox me or give me a call. I'd be love to help you, buy a house. Yes, I'm a realtor. I would love to help you. Okay, so to close on a house, it takes about 45 days. It used to take about 30 days, but they changed the process, so it takes roughly about 45 days. I do know some lenders that can kind of close before 45 days, so hit me up. It don't take that long. I am a homeowner and don't want to sell. Can a person trade their home, another home? What do you mean by that? Cassandra? Go into a little bit more details about that, Cassandra. Yeah, it don't take that long. Like, you'll be surprised. Them 45 days go by pretty fast. You'll be surprised. Darian, I'm talking about investing in homes. Darian asked you, what am I talking about? I'm talking about investing in homes. So I hope you're taking taking notes of what I'm saying, because I really want you to be successful. I know you very hardworking, so I want you to be very successful. Thank you, Terry. I saw your comment. I'm ready to do a rent to own my own home. How long will that take? Now, you know what, Ashley? I was saying in the beginning of my live, I do not suggest rent to own. But with you being a seller, that's advantage for you. So with the advantage of rent to own is, I'm pretty sure that's not going to take long at all. Because you know how many people with bad, rent to own is for people that with bad credit or they can't provide source of their income. So of course those people be always trying to look for houses. Like, they always trying to look for houses. So rent to own favors sellers. So it's not going to take you that long if you want to do a rent to own on your own home. So Katina said I'm in the process of inspections now, so almost done, right? Well, Katina, it all depends on your lender. Like, when you were speaking with your lender, you should have asked how long do it normally take for you to close on a house. Your lender would have more knowledge. You should ask them what their closing rate is. Like, if you have a knowledgeable agent like me, I ask those type of questions. Because what if your lender that you're working with now can't close in time, and the seller decided to go to somebody else because you can't close in time? So you need a knowledgeable realtor. Yeah, let me see. What? Instagram is going ham right now, y'all. Instagram is going ham. I am taken, okay? Thank you. If you're just not tuning in, this is Shiquilla Dreher. Wind Down Wednesday with Shiquilla Dreher. I mean, if you want to trade in your home, that's up to you. I'm doing a VA loan. They're saying they can close. Okay, well, if they're saying they can close in 30 days, if you got a good lender, then I don't see no problem with it. But the average closing days can take up to 45 days. I done seen where VA can close in 14 days. So it all depends on who the lender is. Yup. Any more questions? Like I said, we will be doing this every Wednesday. Next week, I have a different topic, and I'm going to let y'all know what the topic is before I end this live. So I would like for y'all to tune in every Wednesday, and I would like for y'all to share my live. If y'all like my live today, share it. If y'all don't mind. Thank you. I was looking into it before I got myself into it, but I would call. Yeah, call me tomorrow. Yeah, with the VA, they want a lot of stuff done. They also want to make sure the house is moving ready. Katina, did you have your appraisal already? Also, Katina, whoever you working with, your realtor, they should be explaining you, step by step of the whole process if you got a knowledgeable realtor. So Marcus said, I'm looking to buy a house and put it up for sale. We'll rent it out. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, Marcus, is this going to be a cash investment or are you getting a loan on this property? No, I haven't. Cassandra, regarding to your question, I haven't heard of trading your home. Now, I have heard of exchanging your home to buy. That's once you sell a property and you take that profit to buy another house, so that way they don't tax that property. But I haven't heard of just trading your home for another home. I haven't heard of that. Looking for a cash investment. Now, I'm reading other comments, but this is my personal opinion of buying a house cash and renting it out. Let me break it down to y'all. You have some properties that, like, say for example, the Summit. If you're familiar with Columbia, South Carolina, you have some properties like the Summit that range from, let's say, roughly $90,000 and up. So if you buy a house for $90,000 and up, then you could rent it out probably for about $1,200. But I'm the type of person, I wouldn't buy a house in the Summit for about $90,000 to get rent for $1,200, where I can go buy a property within the same zip code and get about $900 for rent for about $40,000 or $50,000 or less. So if I was you, contact me. I'll let you know if you're making a good decision or not. I'll give you my honest opinion. And that's one thing about me, I'm very honest. Let's see. Okay, so I'm getting ready to wrap it up. If y'all have any other questions, y'all can feel free to give me a call. 803-603-2236. Make sure y'all share this live, because I actually was on here longer than I expect. But for next Wednesday, make sure y'all tune in at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock on the dot. Make sure y'all tune in, because I will be live every Wednesday. So make sure y'all tune in. Now, next Wednesday, the topic will be, is cash better than credit? Did y'all hear me? Can somebody tell me what the next topic will be for next Wednesday? Can y'all type that below? Let me see if y'all was paying attention. Aisha, yeah, I gotta go. I've been on here too long. I wasn't expecting them being on here too long. Yes. I was saying if you want to use your VA loan, you can be as low as $500. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all tune in next Wednesday. Is cash better than credit? That's what we're going to be talking about. So make sure y'all tune in. No problem, Miss Baker. You said thanks for everything. We'll be contacting you soon as I'm ready. Let me know. I got you. Now, this is going to be a serious debate on next Wednesday, so I need y'all to tune in. Tune in Wednesday, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Once y'all get the kids late, in bed. Wish my kids should have been in bed, but I'm handing them a few. But yeah, 9 o'clock. Tune in. So yeah. Cassandra, inbox me. So next Wednesday we'll be talking about, is credit, better, or is cash better? So if y'all have any questions, that's going to be the next topic for next Wednesday. Make sure y'all share this live. Tell people to tune in if they want to get all this helpful information for the free. Make sure next Wednesday y'all bring y'all wine. I'm going to try a new wine. I'm going to go back and look at my Facebook posts to see who suggested wine that I haven't tried. And if it's nasty, I will let y'all know. Thank you. So make sure y'all tune in. Wine Down Wednesday with Shiquilla Dreher, the Realtor. Tune in. So y'all have a good night, because I'm getting ready to close it out, okay? Hey. Y'all hear him say got a lot to be smiling for. How many people got wine still love? Wine Down Wednesday with Shiquilla Dreher, the Realtor. If y'all woke up today, you got a lot to be smiling for. If you got food on your table, you got a lot to be smiling for. If you got a roof over your head, you got a lot to be smiling for. So don't forget to thank God. You gotta kick it with a stanky leg. Hey.
Put your middle fingers up in the air. The silver handed, you don't even much care. We finna get another bag this year.
Yeah, I'm done for the night, but y'all have a good night. Make sure y'all tune in next Wednesday. Wine Down Wednesday with Shiquilla Dreher, the Realtor. Let's get it. If you're looking to buy or sell, inbox me or give me a call. 803-603-2236. Again, 803-603-2236. See y'all next Wednesday. Have a good one.